Give me the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
I want all the gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Hear the gory details.
Not the gory details.
Gory detail with which you speak.
Call you later with all the gory details.
All right, just give me the gory details.
With all the gory details.
Don't have to recount all the gory details.
They're not wanting to hear the gory details, I guess.
Spare me.
Spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal.
Spare me!
Spare me the fucking details.
was supposed to happen, but good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shungori, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm dead excited to be here with you all this evening for our Werewolf Wednesday broadcast, where we are coming to you live from a little bit of Getting Over It with Bennet Foddy. This was on our Extra Life incentive list for a certain amount. Anyone who donated said amount would put this back into my stream schedule, and my buddy Joey did so, which means here we are, way to enjoy the struggle that is trying to get over it while using nothing but our mouse and a bucket and a hammer. And at every moment, we are seconds away from slipping and falling all the way back to the bottom. I can't say falling to your death, because you can't really die in this game, to my knowledge. But you can always go back to the bottom, and that's so defeating. So that's what we're doing here, and that whole thing was for Extra Life. And for those of you who don't know, that's what this giant blue donation bar and progress tracker above my head is. Extra Life is this absolutely free 24-hour charity gaming marathon that just took place this Saturday, where we played games for an entire day and helped raise funds for sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I have had the absolute pleasure of participating in the last 12 years, which is why my goal this year was $12,000 for the kids. We had an absolute blast. You guys made me do terrible things, and this game is going to be one of them. Pumpkin Spooky 88. Love the name. Whoop whoop! Welcome to the stream, friendo. How are you? Let me give you a little bit of a wave. Actually, my pumpkin gave you a wave. That's good. I'll make my pumpkin give you another wave. Welcome to the stream, friend. How is your Werewolf Wednesday treating you? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slap the cans on here, and we're gonna get right into this absolute. What's up, Yellow Timer? Welcome to the stream, fellow Extra Lifer. I'm gonna slap the cans on here, and we're gonna start this sandpaper to the face of a game known as Getting Over with Bennet Foddy. I'm okay with that throw. That was an okay throw. Let's do it. Alright, well, I've got some relatively calm music playing. I figured as much, Joey. By the way, dude, long time no see. How are you? No, I saw all the spooky decorations you had been putting up well before Halloween even started, and I was on board for it, man. Hope all is well, brother. Hope all is well. It's been too long. It's been too long. What's funny, my boss actually donated to the same incentive. I'm 1,000% sure he has no idea what he donated to. So I told him, like, yeah, I gotta play a super frustrating game, and then I didn't hear anything back, but yep. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Pretty sweet. I get to play games and help kids. It's a win-win. So welcome to Getting Over It. I'm gonna stretch my display here just a little bit, just so we don't have to see that goofy. Nope. Just so we don't have to see that goofy. There we go. A goofy bar at the top. Because if I have this game in full screen mode, not only does it like steal my mouse where I can't click away, but every time I do click away, it just stops all sounds, which is really weird. The best. Yes. Okay. So this is Getting Over It. The only control is the mouse. You move the mouse, and that is what moves you. And I have beaten this game before. The first play, I think it took me about 8 hours.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
So he does drop some words of wisdom, which is actually kind of nice.
All right.
I don't still have the music on, do I? Hold on. Okay, cool. I do have the music off.
With me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break.
I have beaten this game before, but it's by no means easy.
Quit the game.
Some of the speedrunners can do it like
I'll save your progress
5 minutes.
Always, even your mistakes.
Screaming Holmes, man, what's up, dude? No, so I put my own music on. Like, I can pause the music, right? So the game's paused. This is me pausing the music. This is me starting the music. This is me unpausing the game.
The author of that game was Jazzor,
I mean,
mysterious check designer who was
what's
known
up,
at the
Screaming
time
Holmes,
as
man?
the
How was
father of
breakfast
B
the other way,
games.
buddy?
And B games are
It
rough
looked pretty good.
assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together.
What's
very
funny is
quickly and
I have a
freely.
whole bunch of
And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a
breakfast
following.
venison
They're built more for the joy of
sausages in my
building them
freezer that I
than
got
as
when I was in
polished
Wisconsin
products.
last. They're actually blueberry flavored, which
In a certain way,
I have no idea how
sexy
that's gonna
hiking
go.
is the
Like
perfect embodiment
blueberry
of a
flavored
video.
venison. They're definitely
It's
breakfast.
built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts. And it's one of
So
the
I
most
think
unusual
one of the next
and
times it's my
unfriendly
turn to
games of
cook
its
dinner.
time.
I think we might be
In
having
it,
breakfast
your
for dinner.
task
I
is
might have to do
simply
like
to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
sausage and eggs and
That
hash
act of
browns, or
climbing,
maybe like
in the digital
French
world or
toast
in
and
real life,
sausage,
has
something
certain
with
essential
sausage.
properties that give the game its flavor.
You there, so I said stop it.
No amount of forward progress.
Commercial
is
looks
guaranteed.
amazing though, dude.
Some
First
clips
commercial
are
looks
too
amazing.
sheer or too slippery. And the player is
I might have to go there for a
constantly,
date night.
unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
I think the missus would love every bit of that
Anyway, when you
location.
start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take
I
you
was
an
actually
hour
thinking
to
about
get
that,
over
man.
tree,
I was
and a lot of
thinking about
people
that.
never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength.
Vino
trying
is
to find
good.
a way up and over.
The nectar of
And
the
there's a sense
gods.
of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
I don't typically struggle with this obstacle as long as I have today, and the fact that he's stopped narrating is also atypical. So he starts a narration when you get to a certain point. So if you just basically just cruise to the end, he never stops talking. Typically, on an average run, I do. He's not talking the entire time, but he's talking for the majority of this opening bit. Oh dear. Yellow Timer, please tell me you're familiar with this game. Shoot, 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 shoot. FC never played it. I won't say it's a bad game, Yellow. I would like to say I would recommend it, but I don't think most people have like the patience for it. My buddy gifted this game to me, and I was like, well, now I'm obligated to play it. And after, like, I was determined, and I'm very stubborn, so I knew, like, I'm gonna beat this game. I think most people would be like, yep, nope, and just rage quit, which is, there's nothing wrong with. I think that's normal. I think that's what a sane person would do. Whoa, I almost just yeeted myself right down. It is a challenging game. Physically, like, your only control is the mouse. I might just yeeted myself in a bad place. Sometimes, you know, something isn't for you. Yes. My monitor just went black. Hold on. I think the little port that my splitter is on just got loose. Tomorrow I go back to shooting the second half of a very serious short film. A second half, you say? Serious in the sense that I'm the director of photography. We shot the first half last fall, and then we shot some spring stuff. Now we're finishing up with fall again. It's part of the theme. I have some crazy camera setups I have to do Tomorrow's an easy day of the second half, though. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear, like, when you're starting back up, it's not just going to be like 1,000 miles an hour, here you go. It sounds good that you actually kind of get a chance to wean yourself back in a little bit. I'm assuming if you guys started last fall, took a break, and then kind of picked back up, that there's going to be a lot of exterior shots, maybe some...
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding.
Natural weather
and that
involved.
makes the game uniquely frustrating.
You got
But I'm
7
not
to
sure
8 days
Jezro
coming up,
intended
though.
To make it frustrating.
Okay, okay.
The frustration is just essential to the act.
That being
of
said, I
climbing,
don't
and it's
know just how
authentic to
long the
process
whole game
of
is.
Building a game about climbing.
So who knows? Okay, so Yell Timer,
funny thing happened to
this
me as I was
game could be
building this
completed in as little as a
I'd have an
minute.
idea for a new obstacle.
By the speedrunners.
Build it, test
I
it,
have completed
and
it
it would
in as
usually
little
turn
as
out to be
15
unreasonably
minutes.
hard.
That being said, the first time
But
I
couldn't
played
bring
it
myself
ever,
to make it easier.
or the first time I
It
beat
already
it ever,
felt
it
like
took me
my
8
inability
hours.
to get past
Or
a new
like
obstacle
4
was
complete
my
streams.
fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
We're filmed from,
When you're
yes,
building a video game
Screaming
world,
Hostman
you're
is a
building
film
with
friend.
ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point,
You don't work
can't change
film,
them,
but your husband does?
not
Yes,
without
yes.
breaking it into
Fellow
pieces
film
and
friend.
starting fresh with new ideas.
It was to show the passage of time, and I did get some very beautiful fall and spring weather exterior shots, which will be used as a transition shot through the film, like a little exposition or establishing shot. Awesome.
For
Screaming
years
Hostman,
now,
awesome.
people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
So,
For the most part, that hasn't
although
happened.
I'm making progress, I'm
Because the
making great
objects in the
progress
stores
right
are
now.
trash. I don't mean they
the
look bad or that
threat
they're
of
badly
always
made,
falling
although
back
a lot of
down
them are.
to the start
I mean they're trash in the way that
exists.
food becomes trash.
If
as
I
soon
fall
as you put
off
it in
of
the
this
sink.
building, chances are I'll
Things
just
are
land
made
at
to
the
be
base of this
consumed
building.
and used
However,
in a certain context.
there are spots
And once
later in
the
the
moment is
game
gone, they
you can
transform
go
into
all the
garbage.
way to the
In
spawn,
the context of
which is
technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
painful.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca
Okay, so
of the digital
there
age.
is a
And you can build
technical
culture out of it,
shortcut here.
but only trash culture.
If you can
Be
swing
games,
yourself up
be
from this
movies,
little
be music,
overhead ledge
be philosophy.
and then grab a staircase.
Maybe this is what digital
above
culture
this.
is. A monstrous mountain of trash.
I've never done
the
it.
ash heap of creativity's fountain.
But I'm gonna try
A
it because
landfill
I'm in
with
the
everything
neighborhood.
we ever thought
When
of
in
it.
Rome,
Grand, infinite,
know?
and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff
Okay,
scenes
so
on
you saw the
Lively.
camera kinda, like, jerk
Facebook's
up?
got lifelike
Does
bots
it
with
recognize us in
unbranded
that area?
adverts
I
and
didn't get
candid
close
shots
enough.
of Kanye and
I'll
Taylor
just keep
Swift
going.
mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids.
One thing I'm worried about,
discussions
the
of
main
McRibs,
character goes nuts and
discarded,
destroys his kitchen.
forgotten,
I'm
unrecycled,
ready anyway.
muddled,
We have a scene
Untitled.
where we need considering yet. Pleasant
Everything's
cashier.
fresh
Gory, do you want
for
to be a
about
cashier?
6 seconds until some newer thing beckons and
A
we hit
pleasant
refresh.
person?
And
I don't know.
there's
That doesn't
years
sound
of
like me.
persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
I'm a pretty miserable, angry, grumpy old man.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content.
Oof.
It's gentle.
Is this
It lets
a
you chew
short
through it,
film?
but
A
not
feature
earn.
film? I feel
Why
like
make something demanding if it
it is
just
a
gets
short
piled
film.
up in the landfill,
Okay, it's
filed
a
in
short
with the
film.
bland things.
Yes, Screaming Homeless Man does a lot. Imagine Gory being grumpy old man. Get off my lawn, you kids! Didn't mean to do that. Alright, we recovered. Everything's fine. You would actually point at the main character's belly and say, hey man, lay off the bread. Whoa. Whoa. Scott Pilgrim. If I could, I would just eat garlic bread every day. Yeah, but bread makes you fat. Why would I get fat? Because bread makes you fat. Bread makes you fat? Okay, I didn't... I hit my head way harder than I should have, but we didn't fall, and that's all I can ask for. Yes, network, my friends, network. Network. Yes, good. Friends make more friends.
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you.
See what I'm talking about? Where he's talking as we're making progress.
Players played stoically.
The fact he's talking gets
now
very
everyone's
good.
turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the
Screaming
clicks
homeless
of the
man, you gotta
feckless.
try posting the link to the
That's not
commercial
you. You're an
you
acrobat.
just posted.
You could swallow a baseball
Unless it's not public yet, in which case don't do that.
Now I know,
'Cause it is
most likely you're watching this on
beautiful.
YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a
I
baby
mean, we
bird
are in
being
Twitch,
fed chewed up
Bennett,
food.
but I don't
That's
have 10
culture
million
too.
views. It is public now? Awesome. I haven't shown Rachel yet, but I think I'll show her while we're there.
But on the off chance that you're playing
Shoot.
this,
Alright, I didn't
what
die.
I'm saying is,
Fall.
trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed?
Okay, he's
I
talking
guess you
for
don't
us.
hate it if you got this
Awesome.
far, feeling frustrated. It's
Thank you, Screaming
underrated.
Homeless Man. Yellow, check it out. I think you'll like it. It's definitely not like a cheesy 1990s, like, this is why I chose this community college. It's personal. It's organic. Authentic. Oof. It's very pretty. Yeah. It's not hokey or
An
cheesy or
orange is
cringy.
sweet, juicy
It's great.
fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge.
Yeet.
I only want the
Yeet.
bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
I'm gonna adjust my hammer just a little bit because this spot has killed more people's runs than Helen of Troy. Oh, you're familiar? No way, Yellow Timer! What are the odds? That's amazing. Alright, here we go. We did it, we did it, we did it. Absolutely. No. I mean, Yellow, like, what are the odds? Cleveland's a big place. The odds that's like, oh yeah, that's in my backyard. That is hilarious. Okay, this part is a little sketch, but if we can get past here, we'll be in a very good spot. Well, the Altamer, they do have adult Lunchables with some charcuteries, cheese boards. Some charcuterie, if that's your cup of tea. Tinned goods, there you go. Ah, charcuteries, yes. The adult Lunchables. Like my ham and cheese on a cracker all day. Or some pepperoni and cheese, make yourself a little mini pizza. Okay, we're doing well, we're doing well. We're not crushing it in terms of time, but hey. We're lapping everyone on the couch. We're not going for a world record here. Honestly, that literally it's Wine Wednesday. Cheese and crackers and a little spread is the way to go today. Okay, so there is a little jump scare coming up. It's not like, oh my gosh, that's the scariest thing I've ever seen. It's just, if you don't know it's coming, it could mess you up. And it's gonna be in like 2 seconds, right? 3, 2. Whatever that sound is. I'm sure he could have found a bat sound, like my bat transition sound. Like this sound. Hey. Bennet is the one. Oh no! Oh no! Bennet is the one with this amazing published game that I'm sure has sold millions of copies. Not me. Oh.
No.
Fudge! 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 All right, I'm gonna take that as karma. I passed judgment. I deserve that punishment. Yeah, Yellow, you gotta check him out on Instagram. Currently Homeless Man, feel free to also share a social link here if you would like. You could also whisper it to Yellow as well if you were feeling so inclined. The Google also exists. Yellow could also ask the Oracle, as they say. Okay. Just scooting my butt closer so my arms don't have to reach as far. Already asking Dr. Google, not to be confused with Dr. Mario, who is not a licensed physician. Do not take your pants off in front of that man. I've taken one too many pills of his before I caught on. He is a plumber, actually, by trade, Dr. Mario. Although his music is quite catchy. Neither's Dr. Google? What? Are you implying that the Google, the almighty Oracle, would potentially provide information on the internet that may be untrue? This is blasphemous, Yellow Timer. Everything on the internet is true all the time. We must read it as if it were gospel. And I know that's true because Abraham Lincoln said it in 2003. The film purist. I thought it was also Beyond Moving Pictures, Screaming Homeless Man. We always refer to Google as Dr. Google in the vet clinics because sometimes people would get a little search happy. Well, I read online such and such and such. Yep. No, that's absolutely a thing. That is absolutely a thing, Yellow Timer. Well, even not just in vet clinics, but even like clinics that treat, human beings or people. I didn't grab this little lip on the church, but somehow... Oh, there it is. I'm like, somehow I didn't fall. My butt had enough friction, or this angle was just enough to where it didn't kill me. Hooray, we are officially on this run farther than we've been on this run, period. Start playing Warhammer 3 again. It's like 20% better. The game of that scale and budget should not release in an alpha state. I love and hate it.
Composer and climber,
I don't know what Warhammer it is. I think it starts with a V.
But you didn't.
Screaming Homeless Man, and you would know better, but they just released it like for free on Steam this month. It's only free to play, like it's not free to own, but it's for the whole month of November, I believe. You would know better than I would. Okay, so I'm gonna try this spot. This spot has not worked well for me in the past, but I'm gonna give it a shot. First try, let's go. Warhammer 2 released in a finished date, good. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is always bad, and that's a principle that Nintendo follows, and I cannot recommend or agree with it enough. Oh no, is it one of the biggest letdowns in real-time strategy history? I'm sorry. I understand. I had an okay height. I didn't have the distance there. This jump that I'm about to attempt again is probably one of the biggest speed bumps for me. It's not that if I miss, I die or reset or fall very far. It's just that it's a frustrating jump. Second attempt, let's go.
And his name is John C.
All right. I don't love how far away I am from the spot I want to reach, so I'm just going to kind of scoot my boot a little bit.
No.
Let's go for a jump. Budget, I'm feeling frisky. Not working out for me. Okay, this is good. This is good. You gotta go, Screaming Homeless Man. Thank you so much for tuning in, buddy. You stay out of trouble, and I'll have to hit you up on a little bit of a third wheel action, man, and we'll see what we can make happen. Stay out of trouble, though, and have yourself a good evening. Okay. We're maybe 75% of the way done with this game. Or this run. However, this next bit gets stupid.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven.
We're
me
almost
is a
blind
kingly
jumping on
gift
some of these
that you've
things.
given me.
Like, I know where I need to go, but it's very easy to overshoot. Okay. I almost made that without needing my hammer, but my hammer definitely served as like an ice pick just then. Kind of just making me stick the landing. I can see where I gotta go here. Stuck the landing, no hammer. It's gonna get... It gets worse. It gets much worse. Ah! Scream away, Screaming Homeless Man. Okay.
No.
Okay, this is good. I give myself a little bit of a pull. That way I can reach this next little bit easier. Okay, great. I'm just going to pull myself up here. Woo! Okay. This is a part I don't hate, but it's not easy.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win. So I
was so close. I was so close. So that snake right there, if I accidentally hook it during all of this, I'll slide all the way back to spawn. Literally. Like, it's designed to make you dodge all the previous obstacles. It just hooks you around, and you will fall all the way back to the very, very beginning of the game. Okay, this is good. That only took like 2 or 3 attempts. I'm okay with that. I can spend a lot of time here sometimes. Now this next jump is a bit of a doozy, so let's not mess this up. Okay, although this run is by no means fast, I'm very grateful for the success rate we've had on certain bits. Nope, I just kind of pushed myself out of the nook. Found a new nook, though. So there are like these little hidden nooks in the ice face that kind of gotta find. They're not impossible to find. So not easy either. Okay. I think I made it past the hardest part of the ice.
Have you thought about who you are?
The rest is just
Are you the man in the pot?
continuing what we've just already did, basically.
Are you his hand?
I've got a contact that
top
isn't
of his
resting
hammer?
right. It might be
I
inside
think
out.
not. Where your hand moves,
It's driving me
the hammer may
crazy
not
today.
follow, nor the man.
I slipped, I slipped,
Nor
I
the
slipped, I
man's
slipped, I
hand.
slipped.
In this here is will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Wasn't quite going for that. Let's go for a little bit of a jump. Okay. Let's go for another jump. Whoa! I bounced, I bounced, I bounced, I bounced. Stop moving, stop moving. Okay. That was a little bit of backwards progress. That's not progress, I suppose. Backwards. We went backwards. No. There's a nook. Yeet. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, if we can do that on another nook, we'll be in good shape. There's a nook. Come on. Una más, una más. Give me a nook. Give me a nook. That's not a nook. Yeah, that was a bit of a panicked swing, which... Oh, we're at the bottom of the ice wall. At the bottom again. At the bottom again. That's the kind of yeet I'm looking for. No. 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 So we might have to do a bit of a jump here. Yeet. No, that's... I don't know if it's a good strategy, but that's my strategy. Is just pull myself up so hard that I can, like, slide, or at least just by default, kind of land into the nooks. Why have my hammer find it when my bum can do it for me? Whatever works, man, exactly. Throw enough at the wall and see what sticks. I'm a little bit farther away than I'd like to be. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. No. 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 Alright, fine, we're gonna jump for it. We're gonna jump for it. We didn't find a nook, but that's a nook. We just find another one? Yeet. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Gonna go for a jump. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it's in the bag, because that would be a very foolish and karma-triggering thing to say. However, I will say that if things go well, we could be completed with this run in a matter of, like, seconds. Okay, we are at the satellite radio antenna cell phone tower.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room, and the factory.
Okay, I didn't fall all the way down.
playground,
I didn't fall all the way down. I
construction
saved
site,
myself.
The granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
Alright, we caught ourselves. It's all good. It's all good. Easy, 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 buddy. Easy. I'm kind of jerking around a little bit. Yeah, like I'm... Fudge! It's like, It's like I'm doing more of an arc and less of a... like a sharp hook. I'm trying to propel myself upwards. It's like I'm hitting myself into the building, which of course I just bounce off. I need to try pulling myself up more and less into it. Okay, we landed. Let me try jumping for it. If the swings haven't been working out for us, let's do a little bit of a jump, a little bit of a push. Okay, it's pretty much in the bag now. I know I said it's too soon to say before. It's pretty much in the bag.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Do a barrel roll.
Now I know I made it look quite easy, but I challenge anyone who's even slightly interested in this game to pick it up, because personally I think it's fun. I think it's fun, and it is uniquely frustrating, but I think that's what makes it fun, because if it was easy it wouldn't be any fun. And like I said, it took me space. It took me 8 hours to beat this the first time. I have since then completed it 25 times. It took me 30 minutes. My best time was, in fact, 15. I can't show you guys this next bit because I have a promise to withhold. So let me hide my gaming monitor real quick. Take a look. Okay, I'm gonna check real quick. So I have... Oh, I spelled the game... Oops. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. It was gonna tell me how many times I've... It was gonna potentially tell me. Maybe. Or maybe I had a log somewhere. How many times I have beaten the game. It already did it. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how quickly I did it, but I think it was pretty close to 15 minutes. That's fine. We're gonna do it again, you guys. We're gonna do it again. I said I was gonna put it in my stream schedule, and here it is. Last time we did stream this, I know we did it 3 times in one stream. Like in 2 hours, I beat it 3 times. I don't know if I did it 4 times.
Than starting over.
I think that'd be a pretty. I would be moving pretty fast if I could beat it
as I have.
in 15 minutes or like 30 minutes 4 times consecutively. I must have been really cruising. So
If you want some
I
money
won't
at
say I
the
did it
casino,
4 times,
then
but I
you put all
definitely
your
did it
winnings
3.
on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you want an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is
By the
harder
way,
than starting up.
Pumpkin Spooky.
If you're not ready for that,
I don't know if this name
like
rings
if
a
you've already
bell,
had
but
a bad
I just
day,
had
then what you're about to go
a
through
bite and a
might be
bev
too
with
much. Feel
a
free to
Marty
go away and
Mooseman the
come
other
back.
day.
I'll be here.
It's a little bit of a blast from the past for sure, but
All right. Thanks for coming with
Good
me on
old-
this trip. I'll
good old
understand if you have to
elementary
take a
school.
break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your mistakes.
Okay, we have already made
This
it.
game is a homage to a free game that came out
Yeah,
in
dude.
2002
Yeah.
titled
Yeah.
Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was
Yeah,
Jazz.
he and I
a
went to
mysterious
Polaris
chip designer
together,
who was known at the time
and,
as the father of B games. And B games
Yeah,
are
we're
rough
still tight,
assemblages
man.
of
We're
found
still tight.
objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. And they're
So
often
I'm
too
already
rough
doing
and
much better on
unfriendly
this
to gain much of a
run through than the
following.
last one
They're built
because I
more
got
for the
stuck
joy
at
of
that little
building
section
them
for no good
than as
reason.
polished products.
He did actually. He did.
In a certain way, Sexy
I didn't
Hiking
spend
is
much
the
time
perfect
at
embodiment
the
of
high
a
school
B game.
because of
It's built almost
Polaris.
entirely out of found
Neither
and
did he.
recycled parts.
And
And it's
that
one of the
school was
most
also
unusual
enormous.
and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life,
What's funny
has
too is
certain essential
yeah, like
properties
if
that give
anyone
the game its flavor.
knows like here's I went to
No amount
the
of
school
forward
that we did.
progress is guaranteed.
They're like, oh, do you know
Some
this
cliffs
person? I'm
are
like,
too sheer or
listen,
too slippery.
our graduating
And the player
class
is
was like
constantly,
500
unremittingly
people,
in
600
danger
people
of
strong.
falling and losing
I
everything.
don't know who you're asking about.
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest
The
of the
commencement
game.
was practically a work
It might
shift.
take you an hour to
It
get
was
over
a
that
it was a
tree. A lot
long
of people
day.
never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise.
Please, please,
Most
please
obstacles in
grab
video
something.
game
I'm
worlds
sliding.
Are fake. You can be completely confident
Okay,
in your ability
everything's
to get
fine.
through them.
No,
once you have the correct
no.
method or the correct
If I'd
equipment
have
or just by
overshot
spending enough
that,
time.
this tree
In
has
that
no
sense,
collision.
Every
It's like
pixelated
in the
obstacle
background.
Sexy Hiking
It's just the
is
rock
real.
that has the collision. I would have just yeeted myself all the way to the spawn.
The obstacles in
Which
Sexy
isn't
Hiking are
the end of the world.
unyielding,
We're only
and that makes the game uniquely frustrating.
like 5 minutes into this
But
run.
I'm not sure Jazzuo
but
intended to make it
I would
frustrating.
rather only
The
make forward
frustration is just
progress.
essential to the act
Going
of
backwards
climbing,
is a
and
bad
it's
time.
authentic to the process of building a game.
Onward and
world.
upward. What I always say.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier.
Okay.
I already felt like my inability
I keep
to get past
winking
the new
because
obstacle
this stupid context
was
is
my
driving me
fault
crazy.
as a player rather than as a builder.
I'm gonna try the
Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to
shortcut
climb
thing
them.
again. Even though
And
I've
it's our
never had
repeated
it work
attempts
for
to
me,
reach the
I'm gonna
summit that turns
I'm
those
gonna
mountains
try it
into
again.
something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with
So
ideas.
I'm dropping a few frames, you guys, and I know the frame rate might be a little choppy for you. If it is, try refreshing your browser. I apologize for that.
And that can be like working with quickset cement.
The internet service provider
Mold your ideas
is
into a
just.
certain shape that can be
Some
played
days
with.
they're great.
And in the process of playing
Other
with
days
them,
it's just
they begin to
I
harden
just drop
and
frames
set
for no reason.
until they're
I
immutable,
will change
like
nothing
rock.
on my end.
And at that
And
point,
the
you
difference
can't change
between a
the
good day and a
world.
bad day.
Not without breaking it into pieces and starting
It's not like
fresh with new
I press
ideas.
some buttons and it magically works better, or that I press some buttons and it
For
magically got
years
worse.
now, people have been predicting that
Okay, that was
games
actually
would
kinda
soon
close.
be made out of prefabricated objects.
I will do nothing
bought in
different,
a
and it gets
store and
choppy.
assembled
So
into a world. And for the most
like I
part,
can
that
see I'm
hasn't
dropping
happened,
frames, but I'm only dropping
because
about
the
3% of
objects
my
in the
frames.
stores are trash.
So it's not like it's a
I don't mean
regular
they
thing.
look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are.
One more attempt.
I mean they're
and then I'm
trash
gonna
in
move
the
on.
way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context.
Huh?
And once the moment is gone, they transform into
All right,
garbage.
well, we gave it a shot,
In the
friends.
context of
We're
technology,
going the
those
long
moments
way.
pass by in seconds.
Budget, we'll do it live.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age.
Come on.
You can build culture out of trash.
Come on.
But only trash
No,
culture.
no.
B games,
There's a gaping hole
B
right there. We don't
movies,
want to go in the gaping
B
hole.
music,
Gaping holes
B
are bad.
philosophy.
Nope. No.
Maybe
no,
this is what digital culture
No.
is. A monstrous mountain of
Nay,
trash.
nay, I say.
ash
Nay,
heap,
nay, I
creativity's
say.
fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak.
Nope.
Facebook's got lifelike.
That's exactly what happened on our last run.
And Taylor
I
Swift mashups,
was gonna fall,
epic failed GIFs, Russian dash
juggled
cam
around
vids,
or jiggled around or
discussions on
bounced
McRibs,
around, and
discarded, forgotten,
survived by the skin of
unrecycled,
my teeth.
muddled, rotten, untitled.
This is what I was talking about, where
Everything's
on our
fresh
last
for about 6
playthrough, he
seconds,
wasn't
until
talking
some
for
newer
a
thing
long period of
beckons,
time.
and we hit refresh. And there's years
On my
of
typical runs, this is what happens,
disappearing
where
into the pile, out of style,
he is talking
out of
about
sight.
sections we've already passed. My goal is to be past the orange when he starts
In this
talking
context,
about
it's
an
tempting
orange.
to make friendly content
That makes any
that's
sense.
gentle,
Like,
that
I
lets
want to
you
be
churn
past
through
it,
it, but not
when
earn
he's still
it.
talking about it.
Why make something demanding if it just gets
It's almost
piled
like
up
a
in the
verbal
landfill,
milestone.
filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you, you're an acrobat.
You could probably swallow a baseball bat.
Now I know.
So he's going to
most
talk about
likely
Shia
you're watching
LaBeouf
this on
and
YouTube or
Facebook.
Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it
So this
for
is
you,
good. If I can
like a
get
baby
past the
bird
orange
being
when he's
fed
still
chewed
talking
up
about
food. That's culture too.
Facebook, then we're in good shape.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated.
We got past the orange, and he hasn't started talking about the orange yet. We're doing well.
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit
There it is.
locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Okay, now he's up to date with where we are verbally. So now we just have to get to the part where he says, I feel like we're closer now. Composer and climber. And that's not until past the church. So we've got a little ways to go. There's no good reason that should have happened, actually. There's no good reason for that. Let me try dropping my broadcast speed, and that might help. Let me drop it to 4,000 kilobytes per second. Okay, maybe we'll stop dropping frames. If you guys are, if it's still lagging for you or chugging for you, be sure to refresh your browser or your app, and that should help. I just refreshed mine too. So far, it's looking better already. Okay. Things are good. Things are good. This is a hard spot too because like there's nothing to your left. If you hit the wall too hard with your hammer, it's like you're pushing off of it and you'll go flying. That was a perfect jump. Perfect jump. Okay, here we go. Fudge. Okay, that was not good. Yeah, like, do you see that? Like, I can adjust my position without touching the ground. The momentum of you swinging your hammer is enough to jerk you around. So that's one thing I'd be careful for. But again, I hit the little panther with force that I didn't want to, and that caused me to bounce. Not in a positive direction. Kind of like that. Take 3. Come on. Take 3. Perfect. We're gonna go off of his ear and go for the little thumbs up there. I didn't mean to like shove myself onto that index finger and thumb quite as quickly as I did. But if I'm not in danger, I'll take it. Okay, here comes the jump scare. Just heads up. There it is. Here comes the bit about the climber and composer.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Okay, we had luck with this higher up platform last time. We're gonna give this another shot. Okay, that was actually quite close. I'm willing to give this another shot. No, this just was never my go-to whenever I did ever cross this point. We're gonna give it another shot here. Yeah, because that's a little bit of the problem. You're almost underneath the boulder. It's like be leaning away from it, which is a little bit problematic. And that's the trade-off with this is you start lower and you also start technically farther away. It's not much, but it's enough. I mean, you gotta get a good jump and you have to have that reach perfect, because if you bounce, you don't make it up. Pumpkin Spooky, thank you so much for that sub, buddy. That was super nice of you. Let me give you a little bit of love here. So we do actually have a Discord available that is pretty much just awarded to anybody who like ever subscribes, even if they gift a sub or are gifted a sub. It's just a spot for us to chill, hang out, share music, talk about music, movies, games, share pictures, even promote yourself if you're doing anything like that. But it is by no means something that you have to continue to subscribe to or pay to use. It's literally just a reward, or it's just a little added benefit that we've got. So you've done wonderful, and I really appreciate that that sub. You did not have to do that. So you did this wonderful thing for me. This is just my attempt to like, hey, here is me thanking you. You never have to do a sub or get the sub ever again. You'll never be kicked out or anything like that. I'll check the Discord. I gotta head off for a late work deployment. Thank you so much, buddy. Hey, good luck at work. I hope you're not doing like a 12-hour shift or anything like that. I'll give you a little bit of a wave. But no, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for donating Extra Life. Thank you for making me play this super frustrating game. And I don't know where you're at these days, man, but if we're ever in town together, I would be very cool with catching up. It's been, gosh, it's been forever. It's been forever, man. Whoa, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Nope. The hat had other plans. All right, gang. We just took a little bit of an L. Awesome. Deal, man. Deal. All right, gang. We have been streaming for a full hour here. I just fell a little bit. I'm gonna go shake it off. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna run a little break. We're gonna run a miracle story and just talk to you a little more about Extra Life, which is the entire reason that we have this giant blue bar at the top of the screen. It's the entire reason why we're playing Getting Over It with Bennet Foddy right here today, and it's also why we did that 25-hour broadcast on Saturday. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. We have a great rest of the stream for you. We'll be right back.
I'm Robert G. Maddox IV, and Little Boo, as we call him, is Robert G. Maddox V. Today we're here at Children's National in Washington, D.C. He's representing Louisiana for the Children's Miracle Network. We got up this morning at 5 o'clock to meet the ride here at 6. It's pretty much the same thing we have to do at home 3 days a week, and it just becomes a way of life. He contracted swine flu on November the 12th of '09. We were admitted into Children's Hospital of New Orleans. He was 5 when he contracted the illness, about a week before his birthday. He got out of the hospital the first time after 501 days. Since the swine flu is what he had, we had multi-organ failure, which led him to, main thing, kidney failure. So we have to take dialysis 3 days a week. He has something in his arm where they took a vein and connected it to an artery. It's called a fistula. And so he goes in and they plug 2 needles into his arm. One will take the blood out, one will put the blood in. They take the blood out, they clean it, remove the fluid, and put it back in. And that's what keeps him alive. We'll be 3 years doing this on November the 22nd. He is a very loving boy, very smart, courageous. He goes into surgery with a smile. I'm going to say he's probably had 50 to 75 surgical procedures. With Robert on dialysis, you're really limited of where you can go and what you can do. And just everybody that can give dialysis to a child. And it's a very complicated balancing act. For us to be able to make this trip to Washington, D.C. and allow him to enjoy the things and see the things that he's seen, and then be able to leave from here and head to Orlando and have the availability of the Children's Hospital that can coordinate with the hospital that we've been at and exchange records easily and do this for my child. What a privilege to be able to be here, and we can't thank Children's Miracle Network and Children's Hospitals enough, Children's National, for doing what they've done for us. Yesterday he told his mother it was the best day of his life.
Hi, friends. Sorry about that. I not only Braden, what's up, friendo? I already had the Phantom points lined up. So not only did I not pause this music that was playing behind me, which was my bad, but I also clicked the gameplay scene instead of the close-up after the break. So my mistake. But hi, friends. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Happy Werewolf Wednesday. We just ran a miracle story, or just showed a very good example of how the funds raised here playing games with Extra Life makes the world of difference for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. We are currently, I should probably pause the music now that I've addressed it. There we go. We're currently playing a little bit of Getting Over It with Bennet Foddy, which is that super frustrating game where when you're in a bucket and you're trying to climb a mountain with nothing but a hammer, and all you can use to move is your mouse. Good news is we have successfully completed one run in the stream, and we're currently like halfway through run number 2, which feels good, man. But you know how this game works. At any moment, we could make a horrible mistake and fall all the way back to the bottom. So let us knock on wood and hope that that doesn't happen. And speaking of Extra Life, the miracle story, and why we're even playing this game is because my buddy Joey donated to the incentive to make us play this game. So we are suffering for the kids. Did I join too late? Not at all, Braden. You tuned in just in time. And speaking of Extra Life, Braden used their Phantom points to make me donate $1 to Extra Life. Tell you what, I'm gonna get my head out of the way. We'll donate real quick. Ooh, posture check too? Okay. Make sure you're sitting up straight at home unless you're laying down and all that jazz. I'll get my head out of the way, we'll donate, and then we'll get right back to the gameplay. Okay. Extra Life swear jar. Not swear jar, just Extra Life page. I didn't swear. Donate. And this is for Phantom points. $1. Let's get a drum roll. There it goes. Awesome. Braden, thank you so much for those Phantom points. You swore? No, it's just, that's what it's labeled as on the button of my control deck. It says Extra Life swear jar. Because the idea is I wanted to get to my Extra Life page quickly with the push of a button. It could just say Extra Life donation page, but I initially set up in case I swore. But now I made the Phantom point redemption where I'll donate. Just because you told me to. Let me go ahead and mark those points as complete. Thank you for those, Braden. Happy Werewolf Wednesday. How's your evening treating you? Is it bad that swearing is just part of how I speak? No, there's nothing bad that at all. Honestly, it's Braden. If you've seen some of my older Grand Theft Auto videos, I swore like crazy in those. Just because that was the age I was at, and that was the demographic. That was like, hey, we're literally playing a game about stealing cars and, you know, blowing people up and looting, shooting automobili. No, wheelie, stealy automobili. Grand Theft Auto. Wheelie, stealy automobili. So we were swearing a lot. Like, looking back at those, I'm like, come on, man. That was unnecessary. That was really necessary. We had some pretty cool Grand Theft Auto moments, Braden. There's a lot of them, so I don't expect you to watch all of them, but some of them were pretty cool. Just like the custom games, or mostly just the custom games. The missions were fun too. The heists, you know, because like you and your friends suiting up, taking out Elon Musk, or you know, pretty much playing Breaking Bad, where you're smuggling millions of dollars of drugs. Like, I mean, are you playing James Bond, saving the world from nuclear holocaust? Like, those heists were pretty sweet. Playing Mad Max, we were driving a car with guns on it in the Thunderdome. Will you ever dye your hair again? That's a good question, Braden. So I have waxed my legs for Extra Life. I have bleached my hair for Extra Life. I have colored my hair for Extra Life. Right now, I have an incentive to shave my head for Extra Life. I could potentially dye my hair again. Oh, that was a perfect jump, but I swung the hammer too hard and it made it look like a bounce. That makes my heart hurt. No. Trying to breathe. I'm trying to breathe, but this one trips me up possibly the most. If I shave my head, you absolutely have permission to make fun of me. I don't imagine I'm gonna look very, very good with a shaved head. But that's okay. It's for a good cause. There's kids out there that need it. I can always get more. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, not only obviously with Extra Life and my fundraising for the kids, but those funds I raised to make me shave my head are going to contribute to me donating my hair to a kid, which is going to help them too. So it's a win-win. They get some monies and some free hair. It's, you know, I just will be bald. Close, close. Will my girlfriend like it? That's a good question. She might. She thinks Jason Statham is an attractive man. So, maybe she might be into it. But if it's like all stubbly and painful, she probably won't want to touch it. No female friend? Got it. My female friend. Yes, my female friend. My lady friend. I won't know until we get there, Brayden. Assuming we do. That was a perfect jump and a great catch. I'm very okay with this. Cosplay Agent 47, yes. I already have the suit. I think I have a red tie. I would just have to get the Campbell Soup bar can right there. Barcode, not bar can. I was thinking like can of soup. Barcode. No. You got me on Xbox? I saw that, Brayden. Your little icon, your profile on there is of the Minecraft Steve. Looks like you've only got like a few achievements too. That was an okay jump, and that catch wasn't great. Too low. The strength was great. That was a good jump, but not a good catch. Yeah, Halo Infinite, I'm a PS4 nerd. I get it. I do plan on getting back into Halo Infinite soon, but it's gonna be a minute. I kind of want to Switch too, though. Boy, you just want everything. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC now? All the games. Honestly, I think that is a pretty sweet way to go. Like, why have one exclusive when you can have them all? It makes shopping for you super easy too for your birthday and Christmas for the fam. Okay, I didn't expect to land that. I'll take it. Okay, so the issue here was I hit this underside with my body, and that's why I bounced off like crazy. So we're just gonna not do that. Sweet. You're saving up Microsoft reward points for Game Pass. I've never used Game Pass, Brayden, but it sounds like a good deal because it's like free rentals basically. Like you play a game till you're not interested in it, and then you get a new one.
Come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me. Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
When's your birthday? Coming up. By the way, guys, I did adjust my my output, my frame rate. So if it's lagging for you, try refreshing your browser. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's fixed. Brayden, if you haven't yet, make sure to enter your birthday in the Discord. That way, everyone can wish you a happy birthday. There's a specific channel for it with instructions on how to do that too. Then you are made in the shade, friend. You're good to go. When's your birthday? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking about yours. I was gonna say, make sure you share yours. That way we can all celebrate. Mine is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that was a great jump. That little spot gives me some trouble sometimes. What's up, Tuesday? Tuesday, it's a Wednesday. What are you doing here? Welcome, friendo. How are you? Let me give you a little bit of a wave. Thank you very much, Brayden. What's funny, everyone like just assumes. Cheers, buddy. Everyone that like just assumes that because my birthday is on Star Wars Day that I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I enjoy them. I do like them, but I'm not like obsessed. It's not like my identity. I don't own any Star Wars merch. I don't own any Star Wars anything. I've seen the movies, some of them in theaters, but it's not definitely not like a staple, if that makes sense. I wonder what I should get you for your birthday. You know, get me anything. If you are feeling so inclined, come next May, my Extra Life page will be open for donations. I want sick kids to be treated and taken care of. That is what I want. I don't need things. Things collect dust. I want good times, great memories, because you can't take things with you. Can't take things with you, but I want to be rich in experiences. And good, how you doing? Mega 1 Summit 14. What? Let me get a little round of applause. Let's even give him a Leroy Jenkins. Congratulations, Mango. So, what kind of prize money are we talking about for a Smash tournament Tuesday? I mean, like, are there sponsorships? Like, because I know Nintendo, obviously they're still developing these games, but I don't imagine they're hosting these things, right? A better stream for my birthday? That is the plan, Brayden. The plan is to stream. You get a pat in the back. That's fair. And, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the community for Smash tournaments, I know, is by no means as small as it used to be. But I wasn't sure if it was, like, esports level. Like some of these people playing Overwatch where, I mean, they're not even out of high school yet, and they're making millions of dollars in these tournaments. Nintendo just doesn't like the Smash scene. I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with you, Tuesday. But I'd like to think at least, maybe not Nintendo, right? But at least the creator of Smash, I think they've got a pretty good idea of, like, the pulse of the community. I think some of the characters that they add in, they seriously consider, like, hey, the fans have spoken. I think we should do something about this, you know? Obviously, we want to add things that make the whole experience unique and exciting for everybody. But I think, like, we know what the people like.
You and I. It's not ambition.
What's your favorite artist, Mr. Corey?
Opposite.
I mean, what kind of artist are we talking? Are we talking like a Bob Ross, like painting kind of artist? Or are we talking
You'll feel bad if you win. So I put this snake
music,
in for
like
you.
band artist, Brayden. We do have esports team for Melee players. Okay, so it does exist. For the last summit, there was a $53,000 prize pool. Okay. That's not bad at all. I mean, these guys are putting in serious hours, and their skill is undeniable. So, even if there's just like simple entry fee kind of stuff, I would hope there'd be something, you know. Leonardo da Vinci is great. I mean, some of his illustrations, especially of like anatomy, are just so clean. I got a friend who's got some Leonardo da Vinci on their shoulder as like a tattoo. The shading and lighting on it is just so clean. Da Vinci's pretty sweet. MC Escher, that's a good... You should ride the snake. Nope. Nope. MC Escher's a good one, no-timer. MC Escher's famous for the Penrose stare, where like it goes around like an optical illusion. I believe they're also famous for that metallic orb where the entire room is reflected and you can see everything in their graphite drawing, which is just next level detail. Okay, this might be really like a really stupid answer, but I genuinely enjoy Banksy, their graffiti art, because it's almost like real life Photoshop, if that makes sense. Like, he has to go pre-plan these things, scout the area. He's got to go home, design these, and then he has to create multiple layers of stencils, like layers in Photoshop. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do this one. It's gonna be the base. I'm gonna do this one. It's gonna be like the body. This one's gonna be the background. This one's gonna be the highlights. This one's gonna be the lowlights. This one's gonna be the color splash. These will be like text, and he's got to be in and out in a flash. And besides these things being pretty darn cool, they're also kind of political. You know, he's making fun of people that are maybe more closed-minded, or maybe making fun of sort of just social circumstances, like how security is everywhere, and you know, spray paint like a camera looking at a camera, or just some of the stuff. It doesn't even have to have like a meaning or agenda. It's just pretty, like a little girl losing a balloon in the wind. Or a homeless man with a lit cigarette and wings, you know. So it might be like a stupid answer, but I really enjoy Banksy's stuff. Oh, and a stretch? I'll give you a stretch, Braden. Ooh, there's a little bit of a knuckle crack. Thank you for that. Little reminder too for everyone to make sure they're sitting up straight at home while we're here. If you watch the Juice WRLD music videos since he passed, there's a guy that paints and he's good at it. I got huge respect for anyone that does like mural work or even like airbrush work. That doing something that's pretty on a, you know, computer screen or a piece of paper or canvas, that is impressive, right? But you do something that involves you to rent a cherry picker or a ladder and scaffolding, and for it to like look good, it's like when you're working on it and it's a building face, right? Like you're working the section right here and you're on top of it. You don't know how it looks from a distance, so you're going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And like that takes a lot of work. And again, like with the Banksy thing, like there's a lot of prep there, and we're talking major hours. So, huge respect. We had it, you guys. We had it. We had it. Okay. Wow. I'll take first try after falling. If I send you something on Discord, we look at it on stream. It's a mural? Absolutely, absolutely. If it is suitable for work, I'll even pull it up so that the audience can see. It's a little high. Badja. Went the wrong way to start. Now I gotta stop this bucket from swinging like crazy. There's like no good with the bucket because it's always swaying. That was a great hook. Sent it. Here, let me pause real quick. I should probably hide those phantom points up my shoulder. Sorry about that. Wow, wow, wow. The detail here. Holy smokes. Oh, it's a Reddit link. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, there's textures in his braids. Like, there are highlights. Yeah, like right here. This is what I'm talking about. There are highlights around his braids, like creating this texture. There's even like the hair splits off in different directions. There's thickness differences. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. The backlight with the blue. Wow, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The roses, the lightning. That is 10 out of 10 chef kiss. That is 10 out of 10. Wow. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Braden. It really, I mean, real recognizes real, and that's real. I mean, I can't even imagine how long it'd take. And out of spray paint, of all things, just crazy. Like, that's no Photoshop. That wasn't how I wanted to get up here, but it worked, so I'm not complaining. If it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid. I said about every home repair I do. If it's stupid, but it works, it ain't stupid. I did see the quote, but I didn't get a chance to read it. I'll read it here later, Braden. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Braden, if you want to, you can type in chat for me. That way, we can all read what it said. I was just looking exclusively at like the artwork. My brain shut off after that. I saw the guy had like an Instagram handle too. I'm assuming it's a song lyric of Juice WRLD's. Okay, so this is the part I always forget exists. There isn't a nook that you can just reach. You have to jump. You have to jump this part. Unless you can yeet yourself past it. Isn't a bad goal. Bad strategy. Okay. Jump, success, fudge. Let's try yeeting past it. There are no... It says, if anybody's going through something, I hope and pray that you get through it. It really shows that he loves his fans as much as we love him. Okay, I gotta wonder if that was a song lyric or if that was just something he just like said either directly to his fans or like in an interview at some point. But no, I feel the same way, Braden. I think I don't wish poorly on anybody. There are people that I don't want, you know, in my life anymore because some people are just not good for us, right? Some people are negative influences. You know, they say you are the sum of your friends, like that you are who you surround yourself with. Some people are just heavy and like bring you down. And the best way to move forward,
where your hand moves, the hammer may
let
not
go.
follow.
If that makes any sense.
Nor the man. Nor the man's
That being
hand.
said,
in this year's
just
will,
because I don't want certain people in my life anymore, or just because I don't have certain people in my life anymore, or because I'm not in their lives, or however you want to phrase it. Just because we're not in each other's lives anymore doesn't mean I wish poorly on anybody. I hope that if anyone's going through anything, I hope that they get through it, and that whatever problems they're facing today are their stories they can tell tomorrow. 'Cause no one needs to carry that kind of stuff around over and over again. Stuff that makes you heavy, you should let go of it. So if there's something you're going through, I hope that tomorrow you can let go of it too. Rest in peace, absolutely. I want to say an artist who I'm not familiar with, just released a collaboration video with Juice WRLD, like literally this month. September, October for sure. And I want to say it's even in 3D, but don't quote me on that. You listen to Juice WRLD? I don't actually. I'm familiar with Juice WRLD's name and what they look like. Same thing with Mac Miller. I know Mac Miller was from Pittsburgh. Or at least people in Pittsburgh love him. But never listened to them, and no, they passed away, and that's a shame. I can only hope that it was a freak accident and it wasn't for something either malicious or tragic, like they did to themselves, if that makes any sense.
The platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room.
As well, addiction. Okay, so it wasn't tragic. I was afraid of that. I wasn't sure, but I was afraid of that.
In the lakeside, you've learned to hide.
Like Aaron Carter, Nick Carter's little brother, just passed away this week.
I'll shut up.
He was very young. He was my age.
I'm glad you came.
I don't know what the cause was, and technically it's none of my business. I only hope that it wasn't self-inflicted. I hope it was just pure accident. I hope it wasn't something tragic, like addiction or substance abuse or depression or worse, you know. Yeah, because that kind of stuff breaks my heart. Life is hard. Life isn't easy.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far.
The idea of people putting very permanent solutions to temporary problems, that hurts my heart. Untampered pills. Oh, like someone messed with his supply. That sucks. I gotta wonder if that was malicious. Like someone's like, "Oh, we're gonna show him. You won't know what's coming," you know. Am I going towards this rock now? I'm going towards this rock. Let's try yeeting myself.
No.
It worked. We did it, guys. We did it.
Do a barrel roll.
All right. That took us 38 minutes. I'm gonna hide this real quick. Okay, so my best time was 15 minutes and 33 seconds. I was flying. And it was all straight progress. I made no drops, no negative things. It was just do. Like, I made everything like 2 or 3 tries. It was awesome. I watched a video about him, actually. I could send you. Do it, Braden. Don't mind a good documentary. Okay, so we're gonna give it one more shot. We're gonna see if we can beat it one more time tonight, you guys. This is gonna sound silly, but like, I'm gonna try going quick. And I said it's gonna sound silly because, like, why would not every run be trying to go quick? I promise you, they are all attempts.
There's no feeling more intense
to go quick
than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have,
But I
Or
don't
if
want to
you left
be
your wallet at
streaming
home,
this
you
until
have to go
11
back
o'clock at
after
night.
spending an hour in the commute.
You sent a brain, thank you.
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding,
This
and then
contact
immediately dropped
that
food on
is
it.
like blurry is driving me
If you won
crazy.
an argument with a friend and then later discovered
Shoot,
that they
shoot,
just
shoot,
returned
shoot,
to
shoot.
their
Didn't
original
want to do
view,
that. I'm trying to make forward progress
starting
here, you
over
guys.
is harder than starting up.
Shoot, shoot, shoot,
If
shoot,
you're not
shoot,
ready for that,
shoot, shoot,
like if
shoot,
you've already
shoot,
had a
shoot,
bad
shoot.
day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious
game
chess
easy?
designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are
I smell
rough
some
assemblages of
baloney,
found
Braden. I
objects.
smell some baloney.
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. And they're
You're
often
welcome to
too
prove me
rough
wrong.
and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect
No, it's ham.
embodiment of the B game. It's built
I
almost
smell
entirely
ham,
out
it's
of
not
found
bologna.
and recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties
Okay,
that give the game its flavor.
we're making up for the lost time
No
here.
amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
That was a little
Anyway,
bit
when
of
you
a
start
risky
Sexy
hook
Hiking,
there, but we got
you're
it.
standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
Roast turkey's the best, and I'll be told
It might
otherwise.
take you
I
an
mean, roast
hour to
turkey's
get
darn
over that
good.
tree, and a lot of people never got
But I guess it
past
depends on the
Plod
context,
and
because
you
if we're
poke
just
at it,
talking like
exploring
like
the
a
limits of
club
your
sandwich,
reach and your strength,
awesome.
trying to find
We're
a way
talking
up
on
and
like
over.
a breakfast sandwich, like
There's
a
a
croissant
sense of
sandwich.
truth in that lack of compromise.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, or ham, egg,
Most
and cheese
obstacles
sound
in
pretty
video
sweet.
game worlds are fake.
Not that turkey
You
would
can
be bad on
completely
a
confident
croissant
in
sandwich
your
or a
ability to
breakfast
get through
sandwich.
them once you
I'm
have the
just saying-
correct method or the correct equipment or
Oops.
just by spending enough time. In that sense,
ham's
every
the
pixelated
way to go in
obstacle
certain
in Sexy
contexts.
Hiking is real.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna get this shortcut. I'm gonna keep trying it
Obstacles
just
in
because
Sexy
it
Hiking are unyielding.
doesn't hurt to
And that
potentially get
makes the
better,
game
but I'm not gonna
uniquely
just
frustrating.
kill a bunch of
But
time
I'm not sure
trying it over and
Jazuo
over.
intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game.
Ah!
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain.
I'm choking. By the way, guys, I know I've said it before, but I did reduce my frame rate. Or not my frame rate, my output settings. And even though my computer is still dropping frames, try refreshing your browser if it is choppy for you. Ooh, Pumpkin Jack wants us to exercise our wrists. Fist open, palm open, tabletop claw, half his fist. Fist open, palm open, tabletop claw, half his fist. Egg salad sandwiches are best. I was wrong, especially when my stepmom makes them. Ooh, egg salad sandwiches are pretty good.
I'd have an idea for a new
Full of
obstacle,
cholesterol,
I'd build it,
but still good.
test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I
So
couldn't
there's a
bring
there's a
myself to
scene
make it
in
easier.
a movie I
It
love
already
called
felt like my
Mystery
inability
Men.
to get past a new obstacle
It's about a bunch of
was
people
my
who don't
fault
have
as a
superpowers
player,
from which being
rather than as a builder.
superheroes. It's from the 90s.
Imaginary
Ben
mountains
Stiller,
build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our
Kel
repeated
from
attempts to
Keenan
reach
Kel,
the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Who else? Janine Garofalo.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quicksand
John
cement.
C. Not John C. Riley.
You mold your ideas into a certain
shoot,
shape
I can't remember
that
his
can be
name.
played with.
Either way,
And in the process
Jeffrey
of playing
Rush
with them,
is in
they
it
begin
from
to
Pirates of the
harden
Caribbean.
and set until they're
Tons
immutable
of big
rock.
actors.
And at that point,
Eddie
you
Lizard
can't
or
change
Eddie
the
Izzard.
world. Not without breaking it
But
into pieces.
there's a scene where
and
they're gonna
starting
like
fresh
go
with
fight
new
the big evil
ideas.
bad guy, and the
For
shoveler
years
is like,
now,
"Hey,
people have been predicting that
you know what
games
this
would
is?
soon be
This is
made out
egg
of
salad.
prefabricated objects.
It's full of
bought in a
cholesterol.
store and
My
assembled
wife,
in
my
store.
wife will kill me if she knows I eat it.
For the most part,
it
that
doesn't
hasn't
matter because we're
happened.
probably gonna die in this
Because the
fight.
objects in the
So
stores
what do
are
you say? Like,
trash.
we gonna go save the world, or am I
I
gonna
don't
eat
mean they
this
look bad or that
egg
they're
salad?
badly made,
Like,
although a lot of them
that's a
are.
weirdly, that's a weirdly
I mean, they're trash in
specific
the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the
inspirational
sink.
speech, but
Things are made to be consumed.
I
and
dig it,
used
man.
in
It
a
works.
certain
It
context.
works.
And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. over time,
That's
we've
pretty
poured
cool that your
more and more
stepmom makes
refuse
egg
into
salad
this
sandwich
vast
for you, though,
digital
man.
landfill that we call the internet. It now
You might have to
vastly
pick up the
outnumbers and
recipe
outweighs
from
the
her.
things that are fresh,
That way,
untainted,
one
and
day,
unused.
maybe when
When
you're
everything around us is
having a
cultural trash,
hunkering for
trash
it, you can
becomes
make
the
it
new
yourself.
medium, the
Then you'll be able to
lingua
think of
franca
her
of
when
the
you're
digital
enjoying
age.
it.
And you can build culture out of trash.
You'd even reach out and be like,
But
look,
only trash culture.
I made your
B games,
your specialty.
B movies,
I'm sure she'd be
B
flattered
music,
that not only
B
did
philosophy.
she share something with you, but that you were thinking of her too.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A
Dude, go with egg
monstrous
salad,
mountain of
solid
trash,
strat.
the ash
Are you
heap
saying you're
of
eating dinner right
creativity's
now?
fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye.
Oh, no,
and
no,
Taylor
no,
Swift
no,
mashups,
no,
car
no.
crash
Oh,
epic failed
shoot.
gifs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions
just
of
fell
McRibs,
way down.
discarded, forgotten, unrecycled.
Chicken and
muddled,
mustard, that's not bad at
rotten,
all. Actually, that's like part of like
untitled.
chicken salad sandwich. Like,
Everything's
take
fresh
leftover
for
chicken,
about
you can
6
put like
seconds,
walnuts or
until
even
some newer
blueberries
thing
in it.
beckons, and we
Little
hit with
mayo.
fresh.
Now, chicken and
There's
mustard is
years
awesome.
Of persevering,
Especially if it's a
disappearing
sandwich.
into the pile, out of style.
What's funny is actually
out of
mustard can make a
sight.
great marinade because it's like so acidic almost, like
In
it's
this
staining.
context, it's tempting to
You
make
can make
friendly content,
especially like
that's
Dijon,
gentle, that lets you
like
churn
stadium
through it,
mustard.
but
You can
not
make a
earn it.
great
Why make something
marinade
demanding
with
if it
like
just
a
gets
honey
piled
mustard
up in the
or
landfill, filed in with the bland things?
like a spicy mustard. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
When
shoot,
games
mustard,
were new,
honey
they
mustard
wanted a lot from you.
goes great with
Daunting
chicken
you,
nuggets.
taunting you,
It
resetting
goes great
you,
on
delaying
salads.
you.
Yeah,
Players played
mustard's not.
stoically. Now
Mustard's
everyone's
not
turned off
that
by
unusual.
They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's
Oh, you
not
McDonald's
you.
for
You're an
dinner?
acrobat. You could swallow a
Save the
baseball
world
bat.
or egg salad. I understand. Between the two, I understand.
Now I know.
You're saying
most
that
likely
you're
you're
quoting
watching
Mystery
this
Man.
on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you, like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
Woo, 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 woo. What'd you get from McDonald's, Brayden? I'm gonna teach you a little life hack that my girlfriend taught me.
But on the
So,
off chance that you're
Big
playing
Macs are
this,
delicious.
What I'm saying is,
But they're
trash is
expensive,
disposable,
and
but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable.
that's a lot of bread because you get
What's
the top
feeling
bun,
like?
the
Are you
bottom bun,
stressed?
and then you
I
get the
guess
middle
you don't
bun.
hate it if you got this
It's a
far.
lot.
Feeling frustrated.
But
it's underrated.
if you get a McDouble, you add lettuce and you add mac sauce. It's like a mini Mac.
Is sweet
You
juicy
get
fruit
you get the two
locked
patties,
inside
you
a
get
bitter
the
peel.
double cheese,
That's
you
not
get the
how I
mac
feel about a
sauce, you get the
challenge.
lettuce.
I only want the
It's
bitterness.
the same everything
It's coffee.
except
It's grapefruit.
it's cheaper
It's licorice.
and it's one less piece of bread. So it's cheaper and technically healthier. So McDouble, add mac sauce, add lettuce. That's a go-to for us. What was on the menu for you though, buddy? Oh no 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 no!
That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
I swung the hammer too hard, and I ended up kind of just yeeting myself. Get up, get up, get up, get up. There we go. Fudge. Alright, I gotta jump. I gotta jump. I gotta jump.
Oof, sorry about that.
What? He was apologizing even though like we didn't really fall. The game must have read that we did. Okay, this is fine.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
been a while since I've heard him say anything like that, because typically I don't fall often. I'm more typically missing jumps, which isn't a negative progress, it's just a 0 progress.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
He's right. Technically, so is Mary. Well, friends. I said we're gonna give it another attempt. We did. Even if I played the rest of this run flawlessly, it's gonna push us way past our stream cutoff time. We made it twice. That's 2 victories. Unfortunately, we're out of time. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna conclude the broadcast here, you guys. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the outro screen. We're gonna find someone to raid together, and we're gonna turn our party into their party. Don't go anywhere. We right back.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Ooh. Oh, hold on, I'm in the dirt. Let me get out of the dirt. Yellow Timer, I see you with those phantom points. Choose our next raid victim. I already had someone selected. However, I'm always open to find a new friend. OMG Floofy, I love OMG Floofy. Done. Consider it done. Little fellow extra lifer. Let me. They are currently, before I even have to click anything. Why do I not? Oh, they're playing Final Fantasy 14. Yep, they're on my friends list. No, I'm gonna go ahead. We'll drop them a raid. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, OMG Floofy and I used to be on the Extra Life stream team together on the official Extra Life channel, so we're gonna go ahead and drop a raid on them instead. Well played, Yellow Timer. Well played. We're going to go ahead and start our raid over on our friend OMG Floofy, like I said, who's currently playing some Final Fantasy 14 online. And like I already just said, they're a fellow extra lifer, which makes them twice as awesome. I'm going to make sure that Pumpkin Jack shares some info in our chat here for us to copy and paste over into OMG Floofy's chat once we get there. But you can say anything along the lines of raid or brains or hype, or just share your favorite emotes. Say anything about Extra Life. Whatever you want to do, just show some love. That is going to be it for me, though, here. Not just for Werewolf Wednesday, but for the rest of the week. There will be no stream tomorrow. I apologize. I had plans, and they are important. They're important plans. Otherwise, I would have loved to have been here with you guys. Stay tuned next week. We'll be coming back at you live with some more goodies. I believe we're picking back up with Have a Nice Death, and hopefully trying to wrap that up here from spooky season, spooky month. But that is going to be for me. Thank you all so much for the love and support. As always, there's never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there'll never be anyone like you. Love yourselves, love each other, I love you. We'll see you all next time. Stay spooky. If you excuse me, I'll have to get back in my coffin. We will see you all later.